Hey, we're away! Who's going to come out on top? Wow, what a save! Oh, he's another one!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Octane Online Racing finals here in the Sprint Series. It is myself, Ben Raggett McConnell, and joining me as per usual is Mark Hornbadger Meiklejohn. How you doing?
I'm doing well, doing really well. Excited to get going and see what these guys can do.
Hell yeah, brother! Right, let's get the proper hood up, shall we, so we can actually see what is cracking. Lap times, no one's set one yet because we are only a couple of minutes into qualifying. But in case you're not aware of what the format is for tonight, we have got the standard qualifying session, which is the reduced size one. Then we have race 1, which is 30 minutes long. Then we have the qualifying for, Q2, which is then for those outside of the top 12. And then we have race 2, which is again another 30 minutes. Now, normally we would have both Pro-Am and Pro, but due to the attendance levels for Pro, only the Pro-Am is getting broadcasted, but the race is looking to still go on. And we have a safety car.
I mean, it's always good to have the safety car.
The safest. Hey, why is English like the hardest language in the world, man? It's not fair.
Because it's the one you speak.
True. Alright, looking at lap times. So Christoph Holzer is the fastest of the three. Now 4 people who set times on the board. He's done a 34.852, which is banker laps go, and especially on fast track conditions, that is really quite good going. Next closest is a 35.2. That is Jaromilo, you can see on the screen right now. And you got Leonard Katan, who's there half a second back off of him with a 35.7. Someone who's just stepped up, that is Abdullah Hussein, who's gone a 35.0. So only a 2/10 away from Christoph Holzer.
Yeah, that was a good lap there. As you say, for a banker, that should hold him in good stead.
I should press insert so we can see times. There you go. You're welcome, guys. Not me.
Professionals here. Professionals.
Yeah. Who is your bet for pole?
Oh, it's a good question. Good question. No, I feel good. I feel Hussein might actually do this.
All right.
I feel like my bones.
This is a very McLaren track. It's quite a good track for them to dominate here. You'd have thought maybe not because of all the bumps and stuff, but no, it's really quite a good car. As Cooper is kind of proving that a little bit, getting himself very close to Christoph Holzer, less than a 10th separating the two of them, which is always good to see. But I'm actually backing Ben Mullard. I've got a really good suspicion that he's going to get himself on pole. He's got really good pace. Like I said, McLaren is really strong here. But I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be close between him and Christoph Holzer because he looks like he's put in practice. He's looking pretty damn pacey. And look at that, Ben Mullard right next to him. Really close. 7 thousandths is all that separates the two of them. I reckon they're going to go toe-to-toe throughout the entirety of this qualifying, of which we only have 2 minutes left.
Yeah, it's been good. It's always good to put your money on the sexy spark plug. Ben Mullard. So, yeah, guess we'll see. Guess we'll see how this continues and progresses. We're going to get nice qualifying. Yeah, it's looking really good.
Your mic's messing up, by the way. It sounds like you're either looking away from your mic or whatever, but it sounds like you're miles away.
Get back to this problem again.
Yes. Lizelle has actually put in the exact same time that Ben Mullard put in to the 1,000th, which means that there are now 3 people that are only 7 thousandths away from each other altogether.
That is ridiculous.
That's pretty mental. Well, Ben is improving right now by a 10th. That's looking good for him. He got 4/10 improvement from Tudor, but he's going to need a lot more than that in order to climb any higher. He does go P7 though with that lap time, so he needs 3 and a bit tenths to get a bit further. Oh, as Cooperus has found more tires because he's gone off track. But he has improved, so 34.5 is now the new time to beat. 34.6 is what Christoph also did before it got invalidated. And now we have Ben Mullard. 2/10, almost 3/10, and has just dropped a bit now, so back to 2/10. He might be able to snatch this away from him. Goes second with a 1:34.567, so we're talking hundredths again.
So I'm going to throw out a warning now. My mic might drop.
Okay.
I wanted to check the settings to see if it was doing that thing it was doing before about switching like profiles multiple times.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I opened the software, it's installing updates.
Ah, okay. Well, if you do disappear, don't worry, I will cover for you. Just fix it, alright? Meanwhile, and Beatstra says Cooperus for the win. Cooperus is, well, he's on pole right now, so it's a good start. That's kind of where you want to be, really, isn't it? But Ben Mullard is a 10th up right now. Abdullah Hussein was 2/10 up. Yarmilo's just put himself up there in P5 as well, so this is good. Ben Mullard is now 2/10 up, but slightly dropping time. A couple of thousands have just dropped off there. 100, sorry. This is he's hovering at 2/10, so he might be able to pull it together. I did see that he was dripping a little bit of time away on the exit of the final corner. Oh, that is so late for him to break there. He's going to run wide. Surely he keeps it together, but he's lost a lot of time. Yeah, that's about done it. What? You know what? I'm going to eat my words. He's bringing it right back up again. Look at that, 2/10 almost. Just carry on momentum. He's dropped a little bit more time because he had to lift there. Power down, get the time back. He's getting the 10th. He's getting the 10th. We got that covered. Is he going to get pole? Yes, he is. 75 thousandths. Cooperus is in the pits, so cannot improve. It's kind of down to Lizelle, who's actually not up on his delta at all. He's going to cross the line, and that's going to be him Dunsky. And I think that's it. So Ben Mullard, my boy, I said he was going to do it, gets pole, and is a McLaren 1-2.
Yep, a McLaren 1-2 there, and I think I'm back and good. How do I sound?
Awful. You sound like you're in a... Well, I mean, your mic's definitely... I can hear you. It sounds like it's really quiet. I'll give you time to fix that. Meanwhile, we can talk about the start of this race. Again, remember, race 1 is 30 minutes. Then we have a Q2, which is for those outside the top 12. They basically then fight to see who's going to get that 13th spot, of which there will only be 3 drivers actually contending for it. So you got Buschert, Partizing, Tiller. Imagine if they were those outside the top 12, then they would be the ones who'd be fighting for that P13 position, which can be so useful if you have a rough race in the first race. But you know, I guess one benefit to being a grid this small is that we can actually, you know, anybody can still gain some huge points. We just lost someone. Who was that? Was that?
It was Buschert.
Ah, yes. And you are much better now. Don't know what you fixed.
Good.
Welcome back.
We're going to keep it this way for the rest of the stream. Fingers crossed.
Perfect. Voy. Hello, Jennifer. Good evening. Hope you guys are well. All right. Who's getting the win?
You know what? I'm going to back him. I don't want this to become a jinx, but Christoph Holzer is getting the win.
Okay. I want to back him, and it's not that I don't believe in him. It's that if I do say his name, it would be a jinx.
Yep.
So I'm not going to say him. And I'm not the person's name I do say. I'm not going to say it as a jinx. I'm not saying to jinx him, but I think Ben Mullard is going to hold this down from beginning to end. I think he actually genuinely will. He has the pace. He looks like he's got the consistency. You know, made a couple of boo-boos in the qualifying, but it looked like he was just trying a bit too hard to gain time. And that kind of cost them. As here comes the safety car that leaders around this formation lap.
Did you say that again?
Safety car.
Like it.
Thanks.
Like it a lot.
Thanks. I hate the look of that Jag so much.
I was just checking out the team's names again, and I completely forgot about Hussein's.
What's his team name? So that.
Because.
Oh yeah. he has a wife, you know.
Incontinentia. Incontinentia buttocks.
Brilliant film.
So good.
Hey, Kenneth.
So good.
You alright, mate? How we doing? Oh, who's that? That was a Lambo. Schultz.
Don't know if I'm now just having a stroke, but I'm only getting sound in one ear. Things are going well.
It's on you.
If I'm having a stroke, it's on me.
Yeah, it's on you.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Can we please have your impression of the Jag before being a monkey fish once more? I can't remember. I was in a bad mood that day. I was not happy about it, you know.
I love how that's what gets remembered from our commentary.
I mean, it is fucking ugly though, isn't it? Look at it.
It's definitely no whacker.
Well, no, but it's just look at it. It's like a carp just moping around the track. Why have you done this to me, Chris? I feel mad already again now. Even looking at it makes me enraged.
But now, don't worry, it's pulling away, and Mullard is now leading that sexy spark plug into the front for the green light.
Would you like to take the start, or would you like to leave it to me?
Oh, go on.
Well,
You can do it.
Oh.
No, you can do it.
Alright, cheers. Alright then. Good evening, Melissa. Get triggered. I'm always triggered. Especially by that weaved Nissan GT3 we saw earlier. Right, here we go then for race 1 in round 2 at Misano. It is going to be Ben Mullard looking for that green light, having that inside line towards T1, and we are away. Good start there from what looks like, I think it was Lizelle getting a cracking start. Coming up to it, it's going to Helicam, so we can see it all. Oh, that was lag, but that was... Oh, no, Schultz, I think he got startled by the lag. That was terrifying to watch. That was was that Omar's car, or was that someone else? It looked like an Aston to me.
I'm trying to figure out whose it was.
I think it was Tudor's.
I think you were right. I think it was. Oh wait.
Jesus fuck! Oh my god! It happened again! It happened again! It is Tudor. I can confirm it is Tudor.
It's definitely Tudor.
Holy shit! That is terrifying.
Oof. Okay, stop, please.
There he is, and he's back. Oh, he's gone. He's not back. He's gone.
He's gone.
My god. Jesus. That honestly. Just watching the Aston just come across, I thought somebody legit took out the race leaders because it was going through people. Oh, yeah. All right, heart rate back down again. Let's bring the pulse under control.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure everyone's expecting that exact thing to happen this weekend.
Oh yeah. You mean in the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix?
Yeah, that's
gonna be death,
if that race ends, oh baby.
Oh, I'm not straight to you. Oh, hey.
That's all good. It's all good.
You just need to shout at me every week.
If that race ends with both drivers on track, I'll be amazed.
Based on last week's race, I feel like Verstappen was trying to do the, if I kill him, he can't score points.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that too, but I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want. I don't want it to go down like that. I really hope that in the final race, it's like, he behaves himself a little more.
Well, he has to now. Now that the points are tied, he has to. Because he still has to score.
No, he doesn't. He wins because he's got that win that wasn't a win in Spa. So he now wins via countback. Even though, he could fully take Hamilton out and win the Grand Prix. The stewards have said that they would, if something like that happens, they might end up deducting points, which would cost them the championship. So it's a risk you might not want to take.
Well, Hill and Podoleka going side by side into the right hand there. This should favour the BMW. The exit will be better for the Porsche, but doesn't quite have the top speed needed, so it's going to need to be a very calculated overtake if you're going to try this. Till it into the inside. Yeah, again, I'm going to back out. I think you wait here. I mean, this track I find really hard to overtake. I don't know any good areas to actually send it. It's really hard to go around. Oh, that's not the line, Till it.
Nope, that is not the line.
Looked like a bit of panic there to me.
You know what's good though?
What?
You know what's good? A good feel. A big, nice, tender, good feeling. Trust the Fultzer in P2 going fastest to anyone.
Oh, yeah, that is a good feeling. Half a second faster than our race leader's personal best. And last lap. That's a good sign.
Yep. I feel it in my Johnson.
In Johnson.
In my Johnson. See, I look
it's so cold I almost don't have a Johnson.
What happens when it's warm?
Like a fire hose.
Ah. Having a look at some of the other potential close battles, we've got Yarmilo right on the rear wing. And moving to the inside, but I don't know if he's going to get this under braking. He might.
Easy.
He's went in early, but
easy.
Yeah, he's been given so much room there. So that's a nice, smooth overtake.
Yeah. Padalecki was just trying to, not get in the way. Knows that person ahead is faster now. Oh, we've got a bit of a scrap going on as well here. Is that Catan,
Yep.
I think? Getting
It's
stuck
Catan.
in here. Giving it a bit of a weave, giving it a bit of a move. He's gone through the McLaren. He's now going down the inside of Omar. That was almost certainly a cut there. Here's ahead though. That is a whoa. Making that Bentley look
That's a
fabulous.
wall. That is a wall. That's a wall. It's a
Rather than using words, we just made noises. Oh, oh, good doing. Oh. I mean.
Oh, oh.
So last lap for our top two. 35.0 for Mullard, 34.8 for Holzer, so he's still reeling him in. He's actually right on the back of him, but so is Cooperus now. So it's a nice little three-way fight we're going on here for the race win. It's still Holzer who has that fastest lap as well, so we'll gain the additional points for that fastest lap.
Yep.
However,
Cooperus did go faster, but it was invalid, so it didn't count for the fastest lap point.
I'm putting money on it now. Cooperus will get a drive-through for track limits before this race is over. Yeah.
Yeah, he's already invalid this lap as well, so he's not looking too hot right now.
Yeah.
But right now, I suppose he's also in a podium position. He's in where the money counts. And, he nearly runs into the back of Holzer.
That'd have been big sad. Oh, we've lost someone. Who's that? 181? 181 Blues. So a quick look as to what happened there. Coming into Happy. That's a Catan. Oh my lord, that's a Catan. That will be a certain penalty for Catan. There's no I mean, normally we're like, oh, but we'll let the stewards decide. No, that's very clear cut.
No, slam dunk.
Yeah, that's clear cut. Catan is about to take the 6-inch shit, just like Blues did.
He's about to take the
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean. This fight for the top three, though. This is. What's his name? What's he say? Bloody hell! What's his name now? That chef. He goes, "It's the spicy." No, it's spicy.
Ainsley Harriet.
That's it. Yeah. It's spicy.
Yeah, what was actually fantastic though is Mullard took the fastest lap by 0.002 of a second, and then Holzer immediately took it off him.
Yep. Like a boss.
Very spicy.
Very spicy. Ainsley Harriet, thank you, Chris. You're a good guy. Appreciate you, mate. He's actually closing. Oh, that might be a warning. That was very much off the track.
It's not invalidated his lap, so we will say that it is no warning.
All right, I'll tell that. So.
Yeah, looking at these three, they've pulled quite the gap from Lozelle, who's fallen back considerably. This is basically just like, what was that? They've pulled a second a lap off. from Lozelle, so yeah, they're disappearing in the distance a bit.
Yeah, just a tad. Just a tad. I mean, the thing is, though, like I said, it only takes a little boo-boo like what Holzer almost did. But also, it could take a drive-through, which, like I say, this is a track where abusing track limits is absolutely key to doing well here. And Holzer's lap was actually pretty poor, that one. So there was a 34.9
that one mistake
from
in
Mullard.
Sector 3.
Yeah, I mean, he lost 3 tenths to Mullard that lap, but also lost 2 tenths to Cooper's that lap. So this is really good to see.
Yeah, that one mistake where the rear was unsettled was enough for Holzer to drop back. But you know, it looks like he's closing that gap down again just a little bit. He definitely has pace, but he's went wide again. So yeah, that's definitely two mistakes really in half a lap. That's car 43. That is Schultz getting a drive through for track limits.
One of, I imagine, many, because like I said, this is a track where it's so easy to get warnings. It's so hard to do this track fast and consistent. You know, I remember practicing for this the other day. Oh my lord, it took me so many laps to finally get a good lap in. And then to try and repeat that without getting any off tracks, warnings, validations, whatever, was just impossible.
Yeah, it's
oh, that's a drift.
Oh, that's a big rear end slide there. Holzer's definitely struggling a little bit right now. And you can see there Cooperis is trying to make a move, but he's just not positioned that car right. And Holzer will maintain P2 for now. But Mullard is actually pulling a gap now just from these mistakes that Christoph's made in the last couple of laps.
Yeah, 1.5 second gap now is what I'm seeing. So that's the difference it takes to be quick and consistent here. I mean, lap times were favoured for Holzer, weren't they? Let's be honest. They were all looking much better for him than anyone else on the track. And then suddenly, Mullard just finding that pace and consistency to just maintain, wait for the mistakes from the guys behind, and pull away.
Yeah, that's Holzer just needs to, like, he's ran wide again there, so he just needs to settle himself again, just get back into his rhythm, because as you say, fastest man on the track, so he just needs to calm down a little bit and bring it back in, okay. I thought that was, yep, that is another penalty for Schultz, speeding in the pit lane.
Oh, no.
That's upsetting.
The heartache. Holzer
that popped up as soon as Holzer went like wide, and I thought that was him getting the drive through. I was like, oh no.
Holzer has improved a lot. It's crazy. Yeah, he really has. He really has. Holzer has got this. Yeah, well, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. He's got to keep the consistency together. That's the thing. Why is there no mandatory pit stop? Kind of lame, especially in the finals, because this is a 2-race format. So it's a 30-minute race followed by a qualifying 2, followed by another 30-minute race. So in these super sprints, they call them, there is no pit stopping. In standard sprints, there is at least 1. In the standard sprints for finals, there's actually 2. So you're definitely going to get all the juice and spice.
Spicy.
Blues seeing that tank in his rearview mirror again from Catan, who, like I say, almost certainly going to get a penalty for the contact they had onto Blues. How stable is the rear end after having a big tank slap you in the clapping your cheeks? That is the question.
I mean, at this point, I'll take anyone clapping the cheeks, you know, even if it is a big tank.
Big old tank. Well, here comes Catan then. Oh no, look-see. Wasn't meant for the bashing.
Clapping cheeks, here comes Catan.
Here comes Catan for the clap.
Hopefully.
That's a beautifully rotated Bentley there.
Yep. Hopefully Catan can make the move this time without a bit of bumping ground.
The Blues was so worried he was going to get tapped in the rear that he broke so late for that corner. It's a tad deep.
Just a touch.
I think we need to go back up to our P2 because that gap looks seriously close.
Yeah, he's pulled it in.
Juicy. We're going cockpit cam and see how he does it. That McLaren looking so stable. Bit of a wobble there from Holzer.
Yeah, he's been a little bit shaky the last few laps. Just back end's not as stable as it was at the beginning.
Oh.
Oh,
Same for
and
Kupras, though.
yeah, Kupras is he's like, oh, if you're wanting to earn the drift points, I'll earn the drift points as well.
Keeping an eye on the way that he's taking these corners. He's taking it a lot more casual than he was before. Definitely afraid of getting that fourth warning, sorry.
Yeah. Just looking at Lizelle as well, his pace has picked up quite a bit. He's running the same pace as the guys in front now. So Lizelle is actually pulling a little bit of a gap to Hussein now, now that he's managed to find his rhythm. So it doesn't look like he'll be able to catch the front three, but you know, he's at least keeping himself safe from Hussein behind him.
Yep. Octane getting a penalty.
Yep. Causing a collision, which we kind of expected this one was coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it looks like Holzer's just pulling away enough from Kupras now behind, so he's getting that little bit of a buffer zone.
That's off the track. Holzer must be so close to getting a drive-through.
That's not. Oh, look, I was about to say that's not been counted wide, but it was there.
Oh, Ben Mullard. 34.615, new fastest lap.
Yeah, that's been a good lap from him, and he has. To be honest, Mullard looks so stable.
Yeah.
You know, he's been very in control in that McLaren.
Hate to say I told you so.
I mean, you did tell me that the McLarens were OP here, so yes, I agree.
And then Mullard has got the pace and consistency, was the other thing I told you.
Well, I you said something. McLarens.
Alright, Yonti. I mean, Badger. We got Aziz Omar, if I can find my mouse. There he is. Getting sent on by parties. Down the inside, easy slats. We also have Podolek on the back of this. Yep, it is. That's very wide there from Podolek. Will Omar get a shot at going back on this McLaren? It's quite a nice looking McLaren, to be honest. Very Tron-esque. Hey Ben, can we not ignore the fact that our Scottish friend removed my birth year from my Steam name in the F2 standings? He's such an
It'll be back
shamer.
this week. It'll be back.
You being ageist just because you're a wee laddie?
I basically was just quickly filling in the names for the drivers so that I could put in the standings. And I saw Melissa, so I was like, oh, I know Melissa, I don't need to copy this from anywhere. And she was very annoyed that I apparently think she's old.
What was it, missing the OAP on the end of Melissa?
Yep, that's it. Melissa OAP.
Is that a British track? Will she get that? I know she's going to get it.
I mean, even if it is, we get it.
Yeah, we think it's hilarious.
We can insult her.
Internally, we're giggling away.
Tell you who's not giggling away. Mullard, what the hell did you just do? He just lost a lot of time. 7/10 slower than his last lap.
Yeah, it's just a tiny little boo-boo. You know, leave him alone. Poor guy. Or Cooperus. Go on. Back in cockpit can we go? Send it.
Yep.
Send it.
I don't know. I think you being in cockpit cams just it gives him the freeze. It's not going to do it. It's not going to do it.
He's got
It's just going to stay that P2.
Nah.
How dare you doubt my boy?
Watch this.
Oh,
Come on, Cooperus. Have him.
I'm watching Holzer
Oh, that's
maintain
late.
P2.
Oh, that's late. Oh, he's held it. Oh, he's held it. The pressure on Christoph Holzer right now. Oh, get him! Down the inside, trying to scare him offline. Holzer shall not be scared. He says you can send it if you want it. I am in the tank. One does not simply push a Bentley off the track.
You'd have better luck pushing God.
Why would you want to push me there? I don't understand.
I was talking about Melissa.
Isn't that
She's old
goddess?
enough to create the universe.
Wow. Yeah, Jesus a tenner.
I missed what you said there. It sounded like I'm giving Jesus a tenner.
I said, does she still owe Jesus a tenner?
Yes. Yeah, she
Oh,
does.
drive-through for Tillet.
Oh, baby. Yeah.
Second
There's a
one.
touch.
Actually, the gap for Mullen now has dropped
I
again.
just realised what Melissa said. She was like, "You make me feel young," and I just said that she's old as fuck. I'm sorry.
Sorry, no, sorry.
Love you, dear.
He's saying the words.
What's that?
Doesn't really mean it.
It's true. It's very true.
Have you seen there is a new Grand Tour coming out?
I have seen. I don't know when it's coming out. I saw the initial teaser trailer, but I haven't seen the dates.
It looks amazing. I think it comes
It
out
does
in
look
like a week
amazing.
or something.
It looks very good.
Have you also watched the new Top Gear?
I know. I literally watched, I think, the first 2 episodes after the 3 left, and thought it was terrible, and so I haven't watched it again.
But now that they've got Paddy McGuinness, Freddie Flintoff, and Chris, the other one.
Yeah, Chris, the other one.
I can't remember his surname. It begins with M, I think. I want to say Chris Marsh, but I'm pretty sure that's not his. Chris Martin, maybe? I don't know. Anyway.
Sounds good.
It's really quite good. It's actually really enjoyable. If you stop looking at Top Gear as the old Top Gear with the those 3, then it's actually really enjoyable.
Nice.
It's very wide there, Cooperus.
Yeah, both Kuprus and Holzer went extremely wide in the last turn. So I believe they'll have both received a warning this lap. So they might be getting close to that drive-through. But I believe, come on, Christoph, I believe.
I believe in miracles. Have you seen James May's cookery show? I haven't.
I haven't seen it. I saw that he was doing one.
He can't cook though, can he?
I mean, I have no idea. Well, I guess we'll find out if we watch the show. See, the thing is, like, I enjoy the Top Gear, or like 3, shall we call them? But if I'm going to watch a show with only one of them in it, like, I can't imagine wanting to watch one. I can't imagine wanting to watch something that James May's doing. Not that he's not interesting, but like without the other 2,
yeah, agreed.
Or I just don't think he'll be as entertaining.
But have you watched Clarkson's Farm?
I've watched the first episode and thought it was great.
Why have you not watched the rest?
Because I'm a busy boy.
Whatever. Oh yeah, I forgot you got children.
Yep. So many children running around.
So many little sprogs.
The wee sprogs.
Now, Omar is still in a fight with Podolek, but it's not really developing. Kind of in the same way that Cooperus and Holzer are fighting. However, it looks like Mullard may have actually found his mojo again. He did a 34.7 the last lap, which was 4/10 faster than Holzer. And that gap is around about 2 seconds now.
Yep, Mullard has definitely found himself a little bit of time and a little bit of space, and he's easing back into it. So whatever, well, I went a bit deep there, but whatever shenanigans he was having the previous couple of laps seems to have righted itself again.
Aim before this lap is like a 35.5.
I mean, he did go a bit deep there into the hairpin, so I'm not expecting it to light up the world, but it's not going to be a 35.
34.8. Cooperus, is he going for a cheeky send? He had a little look. I'm waiting for the send, and you know when he pulls the trigger, it's going to be an absolutely I was going to say mammoth, but then I was like maniacal.
Maniacal laugh.
Words just didn't come to my mouth. They're in the brain, Just there was a
Maniacal laugh.
disconnection between the mouth and the brain.
Yep, I often have mouth-brain problems.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm just having a look. Omar's looks like he has now been passed, but they're now going side by side. Let's see what's happening in the braking zone. Will Omar be able to keep it in the inside? Yeah,
He's done it.
yeah.
Good five from Podolek though to be able to. Oh, he's actually going to retaliate. Going over to the inside goes Omar. This is going to be a better line for him if he can maintain it, but it looks like a much faster, much stronger outside line there for Podolek. Omar might be able to hold this. He's been squeezed over to the inside as much as he can, and look at that. That was a beautiful run for Podolek. A bit later on the brakes there from Omar. This fight is going to continue a bit wide on the run-in, carrying too much momentum, and right back to where we were. Omar's now going to have to try and send it once more on Podolek.
Yeah, that was very well done from both drivers there. Well, tiny little mistake there from Omar at the end, but like running it side by side like that was incredible.
Kupras and Holtz are having a little stab at each other as well. That delta went to just under a tenth, and look how much Kupras is all over him here. Is he going to go for an outside line? This is so difficult to do in this area, but he's going to give it a bash. Very tight line there from Holzer. Makes it really difficult now for Kupras to attack. That run should be much better for him. This is it now. This is Kupras. This is into the inside. This is, again, much more favoured for the overtake if he can get onto the inside like this. If he touches the inside curb, it'll hook him round and pull him in front. Holson knows this. That's why he's trying to get the cutback of dreams. It didn't work out. And Kupras is up to P2.
Yeah, that's he's been threatening that for a while, and eventually Kupras has managed to make it stick. Holtz now down into P3.
But now's the concern, because Kupras is ahead of the Bentley, which is obviously good. He's in that free air now, can actually start putting in his own lap times. However, this is where you start to get a bit too aggressive for that lap time, trying to reel in Mr. Mullard. Can you bring it down? I mean, obviously, that might even be it already. Nope, he's all right. But yeah, Mullard obviously is 4 and a bit seconds ahead. We've only got just under, 5 minutes to go until the end of this race. I don't see, not without a mistake and a half from Mullard. Oh my word, that was close.
Come on, do it.
There was definitely not a pube hair between them there, 100%.
Come on, that was a great run. Just keep going, keep putting the pressure on. Put the pressure on. This is what I like. Fight back, get that P2.
Fired up. This is so good to watch.
This is great.
Get him.
Back end stepping a little bit there, but he's managed to keep it under control. You can see just how much he's able to like run into the corners a little bit, so you can see him, a little bit lighter on the brakes maybe.
That looked like
idiot. It wasn't. It was completely valid.
No, you can cut that almost completely. You can actually go on the grass almost. On the inside, it's the exit that's the problem. Well, he backed out quite hard there. I don't know if he was trying to scare the McLaren offline. It did kind of work a little bit. It did definitely scare him.
Yeah.
Do you reckon one of these two is going to get a drive-through? And if so,
not anymore. No. I thought earlier, when it was like 3 laps in a row that had been invalid, I was like, oh, maybe. But now I think they're both on it. I think this is just going to be a nice, clean fight until the end.
Yeah, Mullard still putting in that beautiful pace, 34.6. As a contrast, due to the fighting that they were having, a 36.2 from Kupras. So, good 2 and a bit seconds. 1 and a bit seconds, sorry. Between them, almost 2 seconds. You can do math, Ben.
You can indeed do math. As we see, once again, Holzer just running a little bit faster into that final turn. But Kupras this time did have a little bit bigger of a gap, so he's not able to close up as much. But you can just see on the braking, he's just so much more comfortable into this sector 1. He's just able to run it a little bit closer to the limit.
Well, I mean, you got the combination that the Bentley's actually pretty good on the brakes, despite the fact that it is a tank and it weighs more than a freight train. But the McLaren has always been pretty poor on the brakes. It's definitely its weakest point of the car. Luckily, every other area of it makes it so good. And actually, it got a buff, believe it or not, in the 1.18, I think it is.
Oh, I believe it. I could.
It got buffed.
Yep, I believe it because you know,
Don't
you
even...
were aroused for a week.
Yes, I was. I was going to slate the car again. I was about to.
Me?
I was about to kick off.
Me?
I was about to kick off.
Would I do that?
Ben saying something good about the Bentley for once. Yeah, I mean, there's the only thing good you can say about the Bentley, isn't it? Other than that, it sucks the big wee-wee.
Bentley has such attractive drivers. There you go. Christoph Holzer. What, babe?
Good save.
Good. That's not a save. I'm waiting to wind her up.
There's a double compliment. You didn't wind her up, you complimented her. You realise that,
Oh,
right?
no. Yes, I am aware, but then I diverted it to say it was Christoph Holzer I was talking about. So.
Just still take it as a compliment.
Compliment
regardless.
and then take it back. Compliment and take it back. That's how we do commentary. Do you like a complimentary mint? It's just one little bite.
What's that from?
Monty Python when they blow the fat guy up.
I've not seen it.
Oh, what? It's like,
Tommy. Tommy. You're
one of
not
the
good for
best
my
scenes.
blood pressure, says Melissa.
I mean, fair. I'm not good for my own blood pressure, so yeah.
I was waiting for you to say that. Oh, is he
Oh,
sending
there
in
it
water?
goes! There it
Send!
goes!
Down the inside, big boy send! Cooperus will be livid! What an absolute beast of... I want to watch that back. But I daren't press it just in case Cooperus goes for the retaliation.
It
I think he is.
You've got time.
We've got time. We're going for it. Cockpit cam. Lick. Stick it. Send it. Oh, fuck. Was there contact? That looked like there might have been contact.
It was a little bit of contact on the turn-in, but I think it was more Cooperus into Holzer rather than Holzer into Cooperus.
Alright, Cooperus, no!
Oh, no.
Is he gonna give it back? He needs to give it back. Really, he can't keep it. He's gonna get get penalised if he does.
I think he's keeping it because he thinks that was a dive from Holzer in the last. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I think a spanking is on its way for.
Yeah, there's no way that you could say that. Yeah, immediately. He might actually lose P3.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah.
He actually will, yeah. Yeah, he needs to give that back. He's going to be pretty upset that he got the 5-second penalty. But at the end of the day, you can't just, do that and then not give it back. Now, the thing is, I know for sure that he was frustrated with the send from Holzer.
Yeah.
I think it was pretty calculated.
I think it was calculated. It was perfect. Holzer made the apex, and the door was left open. So, final lap, no contact was made under the dive. It was all on when Cooperus was trying to hit the apex. So, yeah, I would say that was a completely fair move by Christoph. And again, not every bump and grind needs to be penalised. So.
True.
Cooperus attempting to hold Holzer right to the apex, I would say that's also completely fair. But the send and then the last RJ Bargy attack, that was too much.
You were right. He did lose P3. He did fall to P4. We are now into Q2. So those that were in the top 12 do not need to qualify again. Those outside the top 12 will need to do a qualifying. Currently, there's only 2 people.
Tillit and Hussein.
It's basically, who's your money on? Tillit or Hussein?
Hussein.
Alright, well then, to be different, I'm going Tillit.
Well, let us see. You know, in fact, I really need to stop saying this before people leave the pits, because I believe in the last 4 or 5 times when I've been asked, I've went for someone and then they stay in the pits forever.
Has anybody gone out yet? Who's that, 115?
Yeah.
That's Tudor. So there is 3 people then.
But Tudor is...
Did Tudor...
Wait, did I?
No, Tudor's definitely one of them, because he was outside of it. So there must be him and one other.
Tell
you what, watch this. We go to garage.
Oh, nope. I'm completely. I read the wrong sheet there. I read the wrong sheet.
No, it is tilt and tutor.
Yeah, it's tilt and tutor. So,
all right.
You know what? To be different, I'll go tutor.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember what was. So in qualifying, tutor was P8. Tilt was last. Didn't get a time in.
Yeah.
That was in the first qualifying session. So, as reference, Tudor did a 35.590 in Q1. So let's see if he has learnt anything since then. Oh, Catan's also on track.
Yeah, just having a wee gander, wee spin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In one. Got a fondue set.
Love a bit of fondue.
Don't like that livery the Tudor's got. Sorry, Tudor. I just don't like the livery.
Catan's just teleported back to the pit, so I'm going to assume he was like, oh wait, I don't need to do this.
I think the stewards were like, get off the track. Was probably more.
Yeah.
More the point. I mean, the track is overpopulated right now, in fairness.
It is. It's very dangerous, to be honest. I think they might need a red flag.
Red flag. What are the weirdest red flag situations ever been?
Oh, I mean, I can only give opinions on that in F1. Because
there was one at, is it Singapore? There was like a lizard or something that came across the track?
Yeah, well, there was a lizard on the track, but I don't think that caused the red flag. But there was double waved flags for when I was actually at this race, I'm pretty sure. I think this was the 2015 race. There was a guy who just walked onto the track, just like climbed over the fence and started walking on the track in 2015 in Singapore. Yeah, just because. Catch
up on the chat real quick. Hussein is a good driver, just inconsistent sometimes. Yeah, I agree with that. I think Hussein's actually one of the fastest drivers in Pro-Am. Just, yeah, not got the consistency to go with it. Which is sad to see. With a battle like that, you can be sure no one wanted to look away. Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Chris, was that a bullseye reference? And are you aware only 1% of the audience will get it? Yep. And yes. Yes, I am. I'm also showing my age a little bit there. Which is sad times. Melissa says, I've seen a red flag in WTCC where 2 ducks and 5 ducklings crossed over. What?
That is glorious.
Yeah. I want to get a clip. Clip or it didn't happen.
I'm trying to think. I mean, I would say actually one of the strangest red flags, but not because of the like the red flag was 100% necessary, but the strange how it came out was Jules Bianchi. Like it was under safety car, and then the conditions were still so bad that he went off under safety car, and that's what caused his crash. So I mean, like, that whole situation was a very strange moment.
Big Sag.
It is Big Sag. Forever missing the Jules.
Jules Bianchi. So, we've had 1 lap time done by Tudor, which was a 35.395, so already improves on what was qualifying 1. Now Carl Tillett comes to the line with a 36.9, so quite a bit to improve on there. I'm looking at it, it's just that, I mean, 1-2 alone you could gain 4-5 tenths there. Easy. He's gained 2, but he's lost it again. Just the run through there was just not quite good enough. Down to 1. Maybe broke a bit too early. Taking that very awkwardly and invalidated. Yeah, once the problem with those sets of corners there is if you get one of them even slightly wrong, it ruins the whole run through for the next 2, and then you're in big trouble. Obviously, with it being quite I won't say a huge straight, but it's quite a hefty one. You got to make sure that you get a really good run out of it, and ideally you want to keep the pedal down. What is wrong with my mouth today? I cannot speak. The pedal. Yes, pedal. Yeah, you want to put the pedal down. Right, I didn't
realise you had such a fine pressed pedal collection.
I do. It's just, you know, when you see a nice little pedal, you gotta just keep it framed.
You sound like a wee old woman, to be honest. It's like, oh, pedal, you're right.
How are you doing? How did your race go, by the way, Ben? I was lucky in quali, but I had an emergency surgery to do. First of all, that's
How dare you?
disgraceful that you didn't watch the entire race and you prioritized someone's life. Just saying.
Unbelievable.
Shocking behavior. Qualifying was okay. I was P5, P6. I can't remember. P6, I think. I had pace to be pole. I just did the usual raggy self and bottled it. In race 1, I accidentally had contact with another McLaren ahead of me, rotated him, and got a 15-second penalty for it. And then 2 corners later, I got absolutely destroyed by a Lexus, which caused a safety car. Had to box with 15 seconds of damage. Recovered to get to P13. It was actually P12, but because of the 15-second penalty, it meant I fell to like P15. So I had to do qualifying again, and I put myself on pole in Q2. That meant I started P13. And then race 2, I had contact with someone, but I can't remember who or how or why, and it gave me 5-second penalty. But I crossed the line P4 and ended up falling to P5. So not bad considering. I got Spa next week, and I've done so much time on that track, but I really hate setting up cars for that track. Just such a difficult task. Oh my word, that's off track. Big
Just
lap time
touch.
increase by Tudor though, 34.9. Like 6/10 faster than what was done in Q1 by him.
Not too shabby.
I said Tillett, right? And you said Tudor?
I think so, yeah.
Do you think the penalties were deserved? Yeah, I do. At first, I didn't with the first one because to me it looked like the guy was going like exceptionally slow through there. But when I watched the replay, I saw, yeah, that's on me. Definitely worth the penalty, 100%. And I think the stewards were very kind to me in race 2 because the contact was just a bit too much.
To be fair, I imagine it was because of the self-report you got a little bit of leeway.
Yeah, maybe. Right, race 2. So you may notice it's dark because yes, it's a 10 PM start to this race. And this is where you'll see drive-throughs increase a lot more. It is really not easy to do laps on this track in the dark. Especially when you're battling, if you're chasing someone, fighting side by side with someone, it's so easy to miss your brake marker, and you find yourself very much running off the track and getting those track limit warnings. So we'll see whether or not we get any more drive. I think we had 2. Was it last race 2?
2. Yes, 2, and then there was a speeding in the pit lane penalty as well.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Spa is one of your strongest tracks, isn't it? I'm sure you can fight in front. Sort of. If you look at the amount of time I've spent on Spa, yeah, you'd think so. I still feel as though it's one of my weakest tracks. I just don't seem to be able to carry the pace. I mean, I was doing low 17s pre-patch, which was phenomenal. That's like, what, half a second away from what the pros do in quali. Which was great, but then the post-patch came in. Pace was not bad. I was able to do low 18s. But yeah, people were still able to get into the 17s. Yonti was able to get into the 17s as well, which just shows that I've got still a lot to do. I think it might be down to the setup, to be honest, as I seem to be very setup focused on that track. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I've got a lot of work to do between now and then, so I hope I can do well. I need to check what the I need to check where I sit in the finals. In fact, I can probably check that in a minute actually whilst we're on the formation lap.
You can indeed. I will allow it.
Thanks, mate. You're a good guy.
You're welcome.
Sabanya Sprint Series AP Pro Am Finals. Standings. Here we go. Where am I? I am P5 overall. That's not bad.
EI.
How close is it though?
You know what's
Points.
not all right?
There's a fair gap between me and P1. I'm on 95 points. P1's on 158.
Do you want to know what's not all right?
What?
That line. That straight line
I
is
don't
that
even
isn't
look.
straight.
I don't even look. Oh, Masano. Never mind. Ignore that. Masano's not even been added yet. So that was just from race 1. So when race 2 comes in, as in round 2, sorry, there should be a fair amount of point gain for me. I might actually. I should jump Van Villiers. I should jump Thistlethwaite. I think I'm P3 overall. Because Braden Ross had a horrible race in Masada. I had a rough one, but not that bad. McInnes had a... Well, he finished just ahead of me. So I think I'm P3 overall, which is pretty good. I haven't played ACC yet since the update. I wonder how much slower I am now, especially with the update. Everyone is slowing. EU Pro is looking rather empty today. Yeah, we're not going to broadcast EU Pro just because there's only like 5 people there. Last time I checked there was 5. Let's see if it's gone up. Have a look, see. 6 people. So
Yeah.
I think we'll not. Because even if those that haven't yet said yes or no, which is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people, that would only take us to 12. And I guarantee you that Verts might be there, Nathan Pierce might be there, Appleton almost certainly won't be there, Trainer probably won't be there, Dietz and Spence Robb won't be there. So yeah, it's sad. Add me. No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, we're getting ready to go now. So do you want to take the start and give us your dulcet tones?
Okay. So for the reverse grid, then we're going to get cracking. It's going to be Catan leading us away from Schultz, Omar, Blues, Podolek, Parties, Yarmilo, Hussein, Kuperis, Lizelle, Holtz and Mullard, then Tudor and Tillett. Late start. And away we go. We've got the Lexus having a little look to see if it can go down the inside, round the outside even of Omar. Not going to get that run through there. Very late on the brakes for a fair few people around. Everything looks pretty clean so far. No murder has been committed so far. Although Yaramilo is just going to put a stop to that. See you later, Hussein. Exit stage left. That will probably be a penalty for Yaramilo, almost certainly. Enjoy the gravel. Just saying. Oh, that's a wobble there for
Commentator's
Yaramilo as
curse instantly.
Nope, it's not me. Yaramilo loses that to Kuperis, who's going to go down the inside. You can see Holzer and Lizelle in the Bentleys. They're going to go side by side. Down the inside goes Holzer. Manages to get through on Lizelle. So that's 1. Is watching with eagle eyes on Kuperis to make sure he doesn't get away too far. Obviously, he's going to want revenge for the last race. Did obviously pass it. Oh, they're slowing down. It's getting very sketchy between them. That is also McLaren ahead. There's one gone. Big contact. Huge smash for both 3 McLarens getting involved in that there. That is big damage for Kuperis. I actually saw headlights. He stopped. He stopped dead on the track. That was Blue. Sorry, it was only 2 Oh, he's gone. He's out. Kuperis has said, that's me done. See you later. I will not be continuing this race because my car is kaput. But in Dutch.
That was a big crash there. But yeah, taking himself out there of this contending. He's not going to try and fight back. But tell you who is tending for some good points. Christoph Holzer has managed to move himself up quite nicely, while Mullard is still sitting down the field a touch.
He almost cursed Holzer there.
How dare you? I would never.
He almost put Parties into another postcode. That's how hard he nearly hit him. And you've also got Lizelle.
Has it
right
under
on the back of
control?
this.
See?
Oh, mistakes made by Parties. Holzer.
Totally under control.
I'll tell you something. Holzer is like a little tiger, right? He just sits in the little fields looking for his prey, and then pounce, and he's gone. He's got him. You saw what it was like when he did it at this exact corner. He's about to send it in here, but he's going to have to go around the outside and maybe go for a switchback arena. Party's a little peek down the inside. I'm not going to get it.
I'm not going to lie. You calling him a little tiger there just makes me think of Simon Cowell and oh, parties. Was that parties? Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's...
Is that Lizelle who's just lapped that up?
Yep, I think so. Lizelle has just moved himself forward, and Christoph Holzer was the big loser out of that situation, doing nothing wrong. He was about to take the overtake, and yeah, he finds himself dropping back. Oh, yeah, Jesus.
How is Tudor doing that? What?
He's not doing that. He's away.
No, he is. That's not lag. He just sent it.
Yeah, he needs to give the position back, though. He went miles off track.
Oh, okay.
Did you not see how far he went off?
He was like a bullet. He just shot off my screen. I didn't see him.
Yeah, he basically almost in the gravel. He went that far off. He needs to give that position back.
I've got an ultra-wide monitor, and I still didn't see him. He went that far off the track.
Yeah. I'm surprised he's not yielded this position. I think the stewards are going to come and give him a little slap on the wrists now.
They just might. Carl Tillett has the fastest lap. Christoph Holzer, he is looking so scruffy. Oh, big send from Tudor down the inside onto the Porsche. My God, he's got it done. What an accidental, almost certainly accidental send there on the Porsche. The Porsche trying to retaliate, gets scared, almost causes parties to run to the back of him. He's falling back. Now comes through Hussein, who's going to obviously be upset because of the contact that he had earlier. But here comes Mullard as well, who's going to get down the inside here of Hussein. Little look through there, squeezing Hussein off to the edge of the circuit, covering off the inside as well. Good driving there from Mullard. I'm going to watch this battle here between Tudor and Tillett, because Tillett might have a... Oh, never mind, he's not going to have a run. Now he's in trouble. Now there's going to be an attack and defense here from Mullard. He's going to want to try and capitalize on the Porsche. Actually has to break away from the toe there, just because he wanted to make sure he didn't give any helping hand there to Hussein. In actual fact, they stay as they are. But what an interesting few corners that was.
Yeah, this has been a very interesting race so far. Barely even started. And yeah, it's been really entertaining so far. It's been good. We've been overtakes, we've been attacking moves. And there's so much of this pack that's still so close together. Here's Hussein attempted to try and make a move stick, but he's just not close enough there. His back end steps out a little bit as he tabs on those brakes. So, yeah, he's car's not looking steady under his feet.
There are a lot of cars very close together, and you can see you got Mullard having a look, trying to find an opportunity until they're ahead of him. Again, this is not a track that favours the Porsche, let me tell you. There's a fair bit of top speed required here, and they just don't have it. I think the McLaren being able to have that all-round kind of speciality means it is just so strong here. But it is still a very difficult track to do overtakes, unless your name is Holzer.
Yeah. And just to make Melissa, prove her point about how good the Bentley is, all three Bentleys in the top 5.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah.
I mean, Mullard had to start in P12 anyway because he's so good in the first race.
Yep.
And Lizelle did kind of get lucky.
You just wash your mouth out.
Just saying the Bentley is still a POS.
I'm keeping an eye on Schultz as well, because he was the first person to get the drive-through for track limits last time.
And he's just said purple lap.
Yeah, which means that he's definitely pushing. So, is he pushing too much is the question.
Well, he hasn't given birth yet, so probably not.
I mean, you don't know. What goes on in the cockpit stays in the cockpit.
Is that another name for a vagina?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Well, that's a interesting line there, Matt. He's got a good run though. Look at this. This is the exit and top speed difference between Bentley and Porsche. What have you seen?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know if it was contact for Podolek or not, but his car just snapped and flung him well right, and he's lost like 4 positions. 3 positions.
He snapped on its own. Badge. On him.
Big Sag. Big Sag.
I mean, look at this little juicy fight we got going on here. So we've got Omar and Holzer. It was Lizelle and Omar a second ago. It's now Holzer just throwing it around the outside.
Whoa. Lizelle's made a bit of a mistake, and Holzer could have pounced there. Could have went round the outside.
Still can.
Decided to wait and decided to wait and make the switch back, and it did work out, but there was a little bit of bump and grind. But yeah, that entire instant was Lizelle's own making. Really, just his back end nearly overtook the front, and yeah, he's lost so much time and the position over it.
Think of a poo shot out there.
Yep.
Come on, Ben. Hurry up. You get up there and show these Bentleys that they're nothing to be shouting about. There we go. He heard me. That was a quick response, Ben. Come on. Down the inside on this next corner. Easy slaps. Just send it. Lick it. Oh, okay, I don't know. Come on. Get the exit of dreams. You can hold it flat through here. Right here. Flat. Go.
He might actually lose the position. He's going to lose the position.
He definitely lifted.
Hussein is showing the Ferrari is no slouch. Trying to go round the outside here.
No way.
He tried so hard.
But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Yep.
Rest in peace, Chester.
Yep. Big Sag.
Big Sag.
We're just talking about a lot of deed folk today. I think we need to...
It's because I'm dead inside. What's going on back here? They got a little drag race going on here. Podolek and Parties. I think the Beamer is actually faster in a straight line. It just sucks everywhere else.
Hasn't Philippa been driving the Beamer?
No. She drives McLaren.
Should I saw her comment something about the Beamer?
Probably the new Beamer.
Oh yeah, the M4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there were a series of new fastest laps there for a second. There was a new fastest lap for Schultz, and then he got it beaten immediately by Christoph Holzer, and then he got it immediately beaten by Matt Lazare. Lizelle, even. Lazare?
Yep.
Where did Lazare come from?
Lazare! Have you ever seen Your Highness?
No.
Oh, mate, you need to watch it, and then you'll understand why I'm so excited you said Lazare.
And then said that I didn't understand the reference after.
Yeah. But, yes, it's so good. In fact, I will tell you my favourite part of this film, right?
Oh, hold on. Oh, never mind. Sorry, I thought he was going to say that. As you were.
Easy.
He might still get it, though.
He may actually make it now. No, he's left it again.
Oh, you never know.
But yeah.
Oh,
he's
bye-bye.
Just go. He's parking up. He's done. He thought the race was over. Oh, did he? He's actually trying to make it look on the inside again. Will he make it?
Who are you watching?
I was just watching at the back till it went massively wide, and then he was trying to go up the inside there of Hussein. But unfortunately could not make that stick.
Oh, Hussein!
Oh, that's wide. That's wide. So we're going to keep an eye on these guys. But
also, before you go into your thing, I just want to point out Mullard was on a 36.3 prior to being released. So we'll see. Obviously not this lap because he's only just done the overtake. It might be faster anyway, but now he needs to put in the lap times he was doing before. So we're talking low 35s, high 34s, maybe even mid 34s if he can put his foot down.
Oh, Hussein's just decided to waltz off into the gravel.
Anyway.
Yeah. So I'll tell you the best or my favourite bit of this film, and it won't make any sense to you. When you see it, I guarantee you will also piss yourself laughing, right?
Okay.
My favourite bit of this film is one of the characters jumps from a ledge to another ledge, and he says "jumping" when he does it, and I fucking lose myself every time I'm watching this film and that scene comes up. It is fucking hilarious, but it has no right to be.
That's my kind of humour, though. In fairness, I'd love that.
Yeah. So
7/10 up, by the way. Mullet is now.
Yeah, he's on a charge.
He's coming.
He's never near the top 3.
Well, sorry. When they take each other out, it will close in again.
Okay.
I know a guy called Michael Finnegan.
Oh no.
He played knick-knack on my Chinnigan.
Yeah, having a look through it, we've still got a couple of potential close fights. Mullard has come up to the back of Tudor, so we'll be keeping an eye on that. But Lizelle is still on the back of Holzer after he's managed to put those fast laps in. Holzer is right on the back of Catan.
Yeah. Well, he's right on the back. He's about 7/10, but close enough for toe. There's an opportunity for a Yeetus.
Yeetus Maximus, commander of the armies of the north.
He'll save every one of us. Come on. Oh, I lifted. Stop lifting, Mullard. Send. Send. Please. Big boy, send. Lay on the brakes. Get down there. Go on. Yes. That's what we like to see. Mistake from Omar as well. Maybe going to get the retaliation. Get a double. Can we get a two-fair? Are we going to see a two-fair? It's going to be an outside for the double right-hander. There's one. Lay on the brakes. Someone's going to go even later. So we're going to be very deep. But look at the run he's got from the outside. Should be able to get the toe. This is almost certainly going to be Mullard now. Taking Omar on the track. Let's get back in the cockpit cam. Get in that toe. Get down the inside as much as you can. Yes. Don't lift. Just send. Send it.
Oh, nearly ran into the back of him, and then Tudor nearly ran into the back of Mullard. That was very close for all 3 of those guys.
Mullard needs to grow a pair and send it. just lick the stamp. Don't even like
lick
press,
the pair.
Don't even press gently on the envelope. Just slap that stamp on the envelope. If you get a 15-second penalty, it's worth.
See if he's listening to you. Let's see.
Oh, mistake from Omar. Double mistake from Omar. He's gonna have to lift through here. This is Muller's chance. Come on, don't lift! Sorry, it's just tilting me off the planet. It's not committing hard enough.
Yeah, not committing hard enough at all. But halfway, Bentley 2, 3, and 4. Looking good. Although Schultz is still managing to gap faster than all those behind.
Oh, that's a send.
Oh.
Where's my mouse gone?
Bottlelicks into the wall a little bit, it looks like.
Oh, my lost that. Hello, Gasket. How you doing?
Oh, I thought Omar was sending a big boy dive there.
Party's got himself a penalty.
Yeah. Which we kind of expected after the butt fucking that was given out.
Oh, this is going to be death. This is going to be end terribly. I'm going on board with Tillett. Oh, he lifted.
Yeah, lifted massively to get out of that. He also sensed death.
I can tell Ben is just roasting the Bentley to annoy me. No, I genuinely don't like the Bentley. I mean, it has the added bonus of that it annoys you, but the Bentley is just an awful car.
Yeah, he roasts the Bentley when you're not around, but when you are around, it fuels him.
There ain't nothing wrong.
Tell you what, though. What? You know, after Lazelle's made his mistakes and got overtaken, he's proven to be quite quick. He's it looks like he's being held up a little bit now with Holzer, but yeah, he's still maintaining the fastest lap. He seems to be doing fairly well. He's staying within striking distance. He's just not able to make a move stick.
You are awful too, so that's fair. Aww. Thanks.
So sweet.
Thanks.
Oh, as soon as I compliment Lizelle, he's decided to go for a big, deep fryer. That was
deep fryer.
He fucking into the gravel. It was almost that deep.
We're about to see a Porsche on Porsche action there.
Oh, talk dirty to me.
Talk dirty to me. Are they side by side? I think they might be, no?
Yeah.
They are. This is... Oh, this is what we want to see. Send it. Send it. Oh, he's through.
Yes, through.
Keep hold of it. Don't lose it now. This is your moment. Good hold. That's off track. Oh, here comes Hussein as well, sneaking it down the inside of Omar. Omar's been mugged.
Yep, it was all going so well for Omar until it wasn't.
Now he's saying, oh my God.
Oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't. In the bin.
I'll be honest with you, I'm amazed we've not had a drive-through yet.
Yeah, everyone's doing pretty damn well. I mean, we did lose a couple of drivers. So...
Oh, Hussein. Cheeky. Have you got it? Is it I mean, he had a little bit of a wobble there. You thought about it there.
He's done more than think.
If for effort. Schultz is gone.
Yeah, Schultz has built up a lovely gap. Again, he's slowing down a little bit now compared to the guys behind him, but for 5-second gap, you know, probably okay to think is you see Hussein make another attempt, and then Tillett just lets off the brake and just runs into the back and gives him his bum a little tickle.
Little bit of a kiss on the buttocks.
Little bit of a smoochy smoochy.
Smoochy smoochy on the booty booty. Maybe he needs to Hussein it. My word. I'm proud of you. But I'm also disappointed at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, Lizelle. He's feeling a P2.
Oh, it wasn't even you that... Oh, okay.
What?
Now I get it.
You thought it was me that did it?
Yeah, I thought it was you that came up with that disaster.
Oh look, it's what they call it from Lilo and Stitch again. We've been looking at the Bentley for all this time. I've only just remind myself. What's his name?
I don't know. I've never seen it, so you had to tell me who it was last time.
Purple guy. Yeah, that's him. What's his name?
I don't know. Tell me.
Jumba.
Tell me his name.
Jumba Jukiba.
Jukiba.
Evil Professor Jumba. Dr. Jumba, that's it.
The Jumba?
It's Dr. Jumba. Wait, I reckon Catan's will probably look a lot more like... well, it's got a bit of purple, but it's not quite... It's not quite what we were looking for, you know?
And I'm just having a little look on the track. Parties is getting nice and close to Tillett. But realistically, Parties with his 10-second penalty, he's not gaining any of these positions.
Nope. In fact, he's going to lose one to Omar, unless Omar has a Mehehe-Jabubu.
Yep. And Melissa, I am not intending to commentate F2. We now have a replacement for our co-commentators, so you will see new comms this weekend.
There's a big announcement.
Oh, see what you did there.
Drive through, shoot it. F.
Yeah.
I must have got that right on the last couple of corners, because he literally got to drive through 7 immediately and he's like already on his way out. I'll till it. Do do do.
He's the man with the golden gun.
What's your favourite James Bond? Have you seen the new one?
Yes.
Is it any good?
Yes.
That's deep. Okay, good.
No, it was just an answer. It wasn't a deep philosophical answer. It was just an answer. Yes, it's good fun.
I was watching Parties sending it, and it didn't quite work out.
Yes.
Um,
Speaking of sending it, 5-second gap, like 3 minutes ago. 2.8. Christoph Holzer has woken up. He's going about a second a lap faster than Schultz right now.
Yep. Last lap from Holzer was his personal best.
Now he's just dropped off.
Yeah, he's just lost it all again.
Still a bit faster than Schultz, but not as big as he was a minute ago.
She's up.
Yep, he's nervous. It's his first time.
It's cold.
The heating broke.
He's a grower, not a show. The grower, not a shower.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll drive. I haven't practiced yet. I'm gonna get practicing and then sort it out.
I'm going to look away. As soon as I spoke about him, I've now just seen him launch himself over one of the safety curbs. So I'm just going to look at someone else now. Yeah. One of the little sausages.
So sad. I mean, he's in a Bentley. There's no such thing as bumps for him.
It still sparked and looked dangerous, so I'm gonna call it a bump.
Get practicing then, Melissa. Isn't it this Saturday? It's this Saturday, right? The endurance. Yep. Well, you better get practicing then, aren't you? Have you even got a set?
What do we have on track? Lazelle's managed to catch back into Holzer a little bit. See the times coming across, so 35.7 for Schultz, a 35.1 for Holzer. Holzer is dragging that Lambo towards him. It's just, has he got enough time?
At current pace, no. With pace that he has done in the past, yes. Nobody wants to help me with setups. Well, you haven't even asked. Don't even dare. Don't even dare.
Like, you haven't even been rejected yet. Come on.
Yeah. At least ask me so I can say you know. You know what I mean?
No, you know.
You know. Is it in the Bentley? Gonna be in the Bentley, isn't it? That's probably why she hasn't asked me.
Yep.
Pick a good car, might be able to help you.
Oh.
Alright. Lap times. 6/10 gain there for Holzer again. Lazelle is flying.
Yep.
There's Mullard, wow. 2.3 second gap gain from Mullard onto Catan. Might actually be able to do it. Is F2 dummy? Oh, I thought you were on about your endurance race. Oh, yeah, I'm not helping you with F2. Forget that.
Well, you know, she's got a couple of days. You've got to tonight, tomorrow, Saturday. You can do some practice. You can get done. And besides, you know the track.
Who practices? Who practices at F2s? Not me. I've actually got to attend. Oh wait, what? Is that a race leader I see?
As a race leader, you see.
Oh my word!
As I said, is he going to do it? And yeah, Schultz's pace has completely fell off. That was 36.0 last lap.
Meanwhile, Holzer, 34.677. Ace. Come on, Holzer. The dog's making a mess of my whole room. Come on, Holzer, get him.
Yeah, he's looking like he's nice and close, and he's got 3 minutes. 3 minutes to make the move, and to be honest, I think he's got it.
But he's also got to worry about Lazelle behind him, because Lazelle is also flying.
Lazelle, the smell. It's fine. He only has one car to worry about, and that's Schultz.
Get him! Sorry, just came out.
Yep.
I tried an ACC stint. I maintained nice pace, but it's just mentally making me tired because I haven't done it. I've never done it, sorry. And you do 2 stints in a row. Yeah. Yep. It is definitely something you get used to. I remember my first endurance race doing 2 stints broke me.
I've just noticed a slight potential problem.
Oh. Me too.
That wasn't the problem, but now that is the problem. I was about to say Yarmilo is right in front of this pack, and unless he gets out to surface drive-through, he might cause problems. What I didn't expect, Christoph, was you to fuck it. I'm sorry. That came out wrong.
If you could send some hate mail to Christoph Holzer.
Yeah.
At BentleySuck at OOR.com. For the record, I am only trolling. I love Christoph Holzer, and he knows I'm joking.
Oh, Yarmilo, what you doing? That's the wall.
Dodge. Watch it back. Watch it back. Should we see what happened? Here we go, chat. This is how you don't take this series of corners. Oh, that's a drift. That's a snap. That's another snap. That's a snap again. And that's a wall. Boop.
Disqualified for driving the wrong way.
You got DQ'd? Oh, no.
Oh, no!
Has there been contact?
Christoph Holzer just tapped Schultz in the booty. It's all went bad for worse. Yep. Lizelle has been gifted a win here. Absolutely gifted a win.
No. Oh, Mullet. On Catan. Mullet's going to get a P3 out of this. If I was Lizelle, I'd give Schultz a win back.
Yeah, but you're not Lizelle.
I know.
You're up here with me, where you can say these things and not have to do them. To be fair, if I was Lizelle, I wouldn't give him a back. Nothing to do with Lizelle. Absolutely nothing to do with Lizelle, that contact.
Silence.
I mean, would you expect Ocon to have given the position back to Hamilton?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
If you were Ocon, you would have been like, you know what, I didn't want to be in this position. Hamilton, I gained this off you because Max is the dirty. So I'll give you it back.
A dirty. I love the way that you said dirty. No, obviously I'm trolling. Come on then, Lizelle. Let's have a dubski out of you, shall we? You drove really well. And you got yourself a round 2 race victory. Florian Schultz will get the P2. Christoph Holzer will get a huge spanking on the buttocks. Yep. And Schultz will take P2 from him. Mullard will take P3 in the end. Catan will take P4. And then Hussein will be P5. And that's where I think it then... so I think Holzer will fall to P6 in the end.
Yep, most likely. Most likely.
We'll get the official thingamabob at the end. We're getting donuts from Lizelle.
We are indeed, but I think he's just stopped. You just missed it.
Luckily, I have a replay function.
Way.
They don't count as donuts.
How dare you judge a man's donut?
I mean. Right. There's one thing I want to do before I go anywhere. First of all, I'll get the results from race 2. So Lizelle taking the win. Schultz P2, Mullard P3, Catan P4, Hussein P5, Holzer P6. Yes, we got that right. Omar P7, Tiller P8, Patties P9, Podlek P10, Tudor P11 with Blues in P12. The safety car is 13th. Cooper is 14th. Boschert 15th. And Yaramilo getting the big DQ ends up in 16th place. But yeah, the one thing I want to do before we end the stream is I want to go see my little car. I want to go see
Oh, simp.
the happy Honda. All of 7 people. Look at it. Oh, so cute. Things you like to see. If you were feeling sad beforehand, just look at this.
If?
If you had any sadness in you prior to this, look at it. Look at it and tell me that doesn't make you feel happy inside. Huh?
I feel dead inside.
I challenge anyone to tell me that they don't feel happy. Looking at the little Honda, huh? You're such a cutie. Oh, you're such a cutie. Anyway, guys, girls, that is it from us today. Purely because, as you can see, there are only 7 people, and I'm not going to sit here and commentate for the 7 people that are going to be here. So we're going to call it Dunsey there. If you want to find out the results of this race, then you're more than welcome to just get involved in the Discord server. Say hello, and they'll let you know. But for us, we'll be back next week for round 3, which is at Spa. And it's just a standard sprint race. So it's a full 1-hour race with 2 pit stops. So, it's going to be a toughie. It's going to be a toughie. Have a good night. Sleep tight. Don't let bedbugs bite. We'll see you next week. Have a good one. Love you too. Bye.